But I think that maybe we are at the trough of how things stand. I don't see how things can get very much worse, to be honest. As far as COVID is concerned, we're having 17,000 new cases every day. It doesn't appear to be letting up. What is encouraging is the rate of vaccination has accelerated massively. And there are some 400 to 500,000 people getting injections every day. In the Klang Valley in Kuala Lumpur, which accounts for 40% of the output for this country, the level of people who have two vaccines now, two injections, is 40% for Kuala Lumpur, 55% for Selangor and Putrajaya. So I think that by the end of August, we could have the adult population with herd immunity. And if you look at the numbers for other countries, that means that SOPs being followed and everything going according to plan, as far as COVID is concerned, we might see numbers start to fall substantially, numbers of new COVID cases. So that looks encouraging. And also hospitalizations is very low. Those who are in hospitals are largely those who have not had the COVID injections. If you get COVID with these jabs, you tend to be, either asymptomatic or have mild symptoms. It doesn't help that the political situation is not very healthy at the moment. You saw there the market's down quite heavily this morning. Last night, the United Malaysian National Organization announced that they had withdrawn their support for the Parti Bersatu and the coalition around it. So that some people have signed their statutory declarations that they will withdraw their support. I don't know whether a whole of UMNO is going to withdraw. And there are a lot of cabinet ministers who are UMNO members who are very important to things like rolling out the vaccine, running the economy, etc. in the ministry. So that's still very uncertain. The other
to your point
I wanted
about
to make is that,
Gerald, just coming in there, to that very point, I mean, for the vaccination drive to play out and for the containment of the virus, you need a stable government, you need stable policy and implementation on that front. And so how confident are you that the current Prime Minister will be able to save his job in the wake of what's happening?
Oh, I'm not Malaysian, so I'm not an expert on that. But I suppose there are three options: that the Prime Minister continues in what they call a minority government, so he doesn't control the majority of the House, but he can continue to have his own cabinet. You have another option is to have a unity government in which all parties agree to postpone any disputes and manage the country together. Or you have a sort of stand-in Prime Minister. There's been talk that an 84-year-old called Tunku Razali, or the current Deputy Prime Minister, Ismail Sabri, might come in as a stand-in temporary Prime Minister. But yes, you have to have stability. But I think that this rollout of COVID, rollout of the vaccines, and to get herd immunity is vital for our economy and for the political situation. Because until people are healthy enough or it's safe enough to go out, you can't have an election. And that's what we so badly need.